In today's video, everybody, I will be explaining to you guys how you can get a rod of your choice for free in the next coming update. As a lot of you guys probably know by now, this weekend we are getting Fishmas, which is the Christmas event update for Fish. And I'm honestly pretty hyped because there's been a lot of leaks and there's been a lot of talks about this update being very good. And most of the stuff that has been leaked does look really cool. I will give it to them. Unfortunately though, I was not there when they did a stage where they ended up leaking almost like the entire update. I wasn't there, so I went on different videos and I gathered information for you guys so I can kind of explain to you guys what we should be expecting for the Fishmas update. But before we go on with the leaks, I do want to explain to you guys how you can get yourself a free rod. I'm pretty sure this is going to be on December 25th though, so technically it really isn't this weekend. It is going to be on Christmas, so if you guys just log in during Christmas Day for Fish, you guys will be able to get yourself a free rod. So on screen right now, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of like a paperwork where you can put in a rod of your choice. It's probably not going to be in the game, but it's basically what was shown to us from the Fish devs, and it just shows that we can choose any rod of our choosing that we can get for free without having to grind, without having to pay any sort of price. It's kind of like a present. And I do have some bad news for a lot of you guys that do want to get some very OP dev rods. Unfortunately, it is not going to be any unobtainable rods. So any rods that has never been added to the game previously will not be able to be wished for. So Rex Umbrium, by example, you probably won't be able to get that. No, you won't be able to get that. Any rod that is a dev rod, you will not be able to get. But if it's not a dev rod and it is unobtainable and it was once released before, then you guys will be able to wish for that rod. Now obviously there's a lot of rods that people are deciding between what rod should I go for. Now I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on rods you guys should go for, as somebody that has basically almost every rod slightly boosted and some not boosted. Personally, I would go for rods that aren't in the game and that are still pretty good to this day and have value to them. So one of them being Polaris. I know a lot of people do want Polaris, and I feel like that might be the most wished for rod during that event, and I see why. Polaris is obviously a good rod and it's unobtainable. Who the freak is inviting me to steal a brain rod? But yeah, another one would be Rod of the Cosmos, because it does give you the Nova mutation. It's the only rod in the game that does give you the Nova mutation. So if you guys are looking for that mutation for some quests or to spawn in the Leviathan, I would recommend going for that rod, because that's the rod I'm going to be wishing for. That's the only rod I'm missing from like all these past events or rods that came out. So I am going to go for that one. There is also some other rods that people could go for, like Astral Hook, Bat Whisper Rod, if you ended up missing the event, the Fish Fright event. I wouldn't recommend going for Astral Hook because it's not as good as people make it seem. There's a lot of better rods that have come out that are better than Astral Hook. So personally, I wouldn't go for this unless you want it for like the collection. I really wouldn't go for this. You could get like any of the rods from the old music venue. So this entails Chrysalis, there's Cinder String, we have no, Duskwire is obtainable. Eardrum, you can get Fang of the Eclipse as well, which was a level 1500 rod during C2. You can get that too. You cannot wish for any CC rods as well, by the way. I know a lot of people are probably wondering that. I don't know why you guys would want any CC rods though, because they're not that good at all. They're pretty mid. You guys could also wish for Nate's Blade. So if you guys ended up missing Nate's Blade, you can wish for it, even though I don't really recommend it. You guys could also wish for this rod right here, the Noctone rod. You guys could wish for Oni Refalx, I guess, but I wouldn't really recommend it because it's still obtainable. You guys could wish for the Sword of Darkness, which I wouldn't really recommend as well, but I mean, if you want it, you can have it. Wing Ripper is not a bad option. I don't think this is a bad option at all. It is a pretty good rod, so if you guys do want to go for that, I would see why. So basically, I'm telling you guys to choose a rod that is unobtainable and will not come back again, and get the obtainable rods. A lot of people are probably going to end up wishing for Fabulous Rod. Guys, do not do that, okay? Even if you have a job, you are employed, or you don't have a lot of time to play Fish, it is still obtainable. You could still kind of grind it now and then, and at one point get it. Please do not wish for that rod. You guys could go grind it. It's not worth it. There's so many better options in terms of like what you can get for your collection and everything. But yeah, let me know what rod you guys are going to be asking for or wishing for on the 25th, because personally I'm going to go again for the Rod of the Cosmos, because I don't have that rod and I kind of want the Mutation Nova to make quests a lot easier. Anyways, enough talk about the wishes. Now we're going to talk about basically basically the leaks. So as you guys can see on the Fish Discord, we have 2 leaks over here that we can see. So first up is the North Star Station, which is going to be the new area, and during night and then during daytime. From what I've heard, this is going to be kind of like Fish, right, where you have your own currency again, where it's its own currency in like a new area. So your coins that you have are not going to be useful when you go to the new area. If you are looking to buy some new rods, if you're looking to buy some new baits and stuff, you're going to have to use the new currency. Hopefully they don't do it as bad as they did it with Fish, right, because that was just terrible. And from Carbon's video that he uploaded about the first look at Fishmas 2025, as you guys can see, we can see what the brand new fish is going to look like, which is like the North Star whale, I think it's called, which does look really, really cool. I think there were some recordings out there of what it would look like, and it looks really sick. I'm going to be honest. I actually can't wait to go and fish this out. Hopefully it's very hard and we get another incident with Carbon. That would be funny. But yeah, I'm going to be using Carbon's video for this. I'm going to be linking his video in the comments if you guys want to go see his full video on basically like the stage. But I'm going to quickly show some bits because I wasn't in the stage, so I couldn't get some recording for you guys. But this is basically what the new island's going to look like, or the new area should look like, which does look pretty cool. I don't know what the train is going to be used for, but oh, we do also get to see some new rods. That is very interesting. There is a lot of new rods that should be added this update. I think around 4 to 5. From what I've heard though, this rod right here is going to be very, very good, and it's going to have a very good passive. So we're gonna have to watch out for this because apparently this one's gonna be super, super OP. I'm definitely gonna be grinding it. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be grinding every rod, but hopefully I can get this one quickly to get a showcase out for you guys. But yeah, here's a full look at the North Star whale. As you guys can see, I think Nate's holding it right now. It does look really sick. I wonder how big it's going to be if you pull it giant, bro. That has to be huge, bro. Hopefully they make it look really nice when it's shiny and big, because I know a lot of people do collect a lot of shiny fishes for their collection. I know a lot of people do that. And obviously we have the sign over here that everybody is talking about for the update, that everybody will be able to sign and get a free rod of their choice. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys for the update. It is only 3 days away by the time I am recording this, so I'm very hyped for this update. It is the most hyped I've been for a fish update for a very long time. Hopefully they can actually cook a lot with this. I hope they do. I hope they don't actually mess up this update like they did with Fish, right? And yeah, let me know your thoughts on the leaks and on the fact that you can get 1 free rod of your choice down in the comments, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Peace out, everybody. Fade! Fade!